Hey guys, Harry's here. So today I'm bringing you the 5 top reasons why you should use a CMS. What is a CMS? CMS is content management system. It's basically what you use to manage the back end of your website so that when people visit your website it can look pretty, all the images and text on that image. But the beauty of a CMS is that you do not have to be technical to manage your website, to manage your content with a decent CMS. So that is why we're gonna go over the 5 reasons why you should use a CMS to streamline your work, whether you're the business owner, marketing director. 1, they are awesome for beginners. You do not have to have any technical experience. Most CMS today, even the technical people don't use the technical aspect of it because it's already built and ready to use. So no technical skills is needed. Number 2, it keeps your team and everyone on the same page at your company. So when there is an update, and there are ways that you can actually even assign information to people to approve, to read before that information gets published to the website, depending on the CMS that you have. Number 2, it's actually encouraged teamwork. So for example, if you write a piece of content that needs to be approved by the director of marketing and the president of the company, you as the person that write that content, you may just have the author's permission, but someone has publishing permission and so forth. So that's a very good reason how to collaborate on one piece of work. You can put it as a draft. Number 4, most CMS have security built in, and most of the CMS today are getting updated very, very frequently, especially the one that's open source and that's very well known in the market. Even the pay one that's very well known in the market, they have an army of developers that keeping up to date with them. So it's very easy to get those updated for any security downfall. The other reason is that most CMS have their own marketplace. So for example, WordPress has marketplace, Drupal for marketplace, where you can buy a template or a theme, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on design a website from scratch. So you can get a design from the shelves and make some adjustment, and boom, you have a website that can look fairly decent. Now there is pros and cons in using theme, but that's not the point of this here, is to get you started. Now I give you the 5 reasons. As a bonus, I'm gonna give you the 5 CMS that I personally like and I think they are awesome and they can help save time, money, and each of them do have their different purposes. So I'm not gonna go into the detail what each of the CMS should be used for. My number 1 CMS personally is Drupal. Drupal is very, very, very well built. It has a great team behind it, and it's been around forever. It has flexibility, but also it's very complex from a developer perspective to help you basically achieve almost anything, but also very user friendly if the user wants to get their hands dirty, even if they are not technical. Number 2 on that list is Expression Engine. I love Expression Engine CMS. I use Expression Engine CMS for a very, very, very long time, for many, many, many projects. I love the flexibility of it. You do not have to be even technical to build really customized things within Expression Engine. And because they've been around for so long, they used to call P-Machine one of the first early day CMS that came out. It really, really kicks out all the bugs from the CMS, make it very solid choice as a CMS. Number 3, I would take WordPress. WordPress is very solid. WordPress has its own issues, and there are pros and cons in using WordPress. And as I mentioned, each of the CMS have their own purposes and why you should use them. But the key here, though, WordPress is very, very versatile, and you can find a developer anywhere. So if you start your project on WordPress, you're tired of it, don't know how to use it, you can actually get almost anyone down the street to get it done for you. Obviously, I hope you find someone that's reliable, someone that actually know what they're doing. But finding someone to take over your website from a WordPress perspective is very easy. So this is why I like WordPress a lot, because you can start it yourself. You get stuck, you hand it over to someone, and they probably be able to continue, get it done for you. Another beauty of WordPress, they have more templates, more themes out there than any other CMS ever. So that's very good choice for a small business that need to get going, and down the road, if you want to continue to use WordPress, but you just want to hand it over to an agency or a freelancer, you at least have an idea how it works, and that's very easy to do. You will always find them. Number 4 on my list is Orchard. Orchard CMS it's gold, actually. If you understand how Orchard really works, and if you can find a good full throttle hosting platform for it, it's awesome. This is a .NET CMS, so it's a little bit different than the one I just mentioned. All three of the first CMS I mentioned, all of them based on different PHP framework, but Orchard is based on .NET, and that I believe the latest version is .NET Core. This is an awesome CMS if you can just get your hands on it and you know what you're doing, if you have a good developer. Now, Orchard, though, it requires technicality, understanding how it works. It requires both someone that understands hosting and how to make sure that's set up properly for you, but also someone that actually understands coding and .NET. Again, you don't have to be super technical. If you follow the instruction, you can actually install it yourself. The thing is with CMS, obviously, you do have to make sure you get all of your stuff together properly, meaning that you cannot just say, hey, the CMS is here and good to go. You actually have to install it, setting it up, apply the proper templates, bring in the different plugins, create the customization that need to be added to it. All of that take time. If you have someone that knows it, the better. My number 5, the last but not least, options from a CMS perspective, it's Sitefinity. This is a very, very expensive licensing CMS, but I like it a lot because of all the different things you can do. It's a .NET CMS again. This one is for bigger enterprise, bigger application that need to enhance. It's very similar to Orchard to some degree, but this one is a pay CMS from the Telerik group. Those guys are awesome. They have lots of different plugins and a lot of different modules within that CMS. They make it fly for you. And that CMS do require a technical team behind you. This is not a CMS that you can just install and forget. You actually have to have the people behind you to get it going. So these are my favorite 5 CMS that I use. That's all. If you like this video, any questions, comments, feel free to let us know. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, comment, and click the notification button so you can get notified for when we get our next video out. Thanks, guys. See you soon.